Hey guys, it's Rachel Youngson here from UsePLR.com and WholeFoodPLR.com. We are now in the process of moving on to Canva in order to complete our images. If any of you are not familiar with what we're doing here, then I suggest you go to the previous video where we walk you through picking your PLR quotes and using the Pixabay system. So here is Canva. This is basically what it will look like after you create your free account. It's canva.com. Really easy. If you don't have an account yet, I would suggest pausing the video, creating your account, and then coming back into us. So for everybody else, you'll see the list of options up here. Of course, as you can see, it makes a lot of different types of graphics really easily. Whether you're looking at like Google headers or Facebook event covers. I think they even have YouTube covers, maybe even Twitter covers, if I remember correctly. For our purposes, though, we're going to use social media because we're just uploading this to social media. So the first thing that I'll do, and once you get a hang of Canva, you'll see that it will save your previous stuff down here, and it can be just as easy as clicking this, bringing it back up, and editing it. But for the purposes of this walkthrough, we're going to do start to finish what you'll need to do. So select the social media image, and that will let you know that you are going to be designing an image that is going to fit perfectly into Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Pinterest or wherever else you want to put it. This is great because I notice when I make my own images, it doesn't always work out that way. So let's see, the first thing I'm going to do, you'll see that some of these say free on them. This is what you're looking for, free images. All of these are images that you're going to be able to edit pretty quickly. But the real thing that I look at in the beginning, before I do anything else, is I just look at the text on the image and also if there's how much wording there is on the image, because sometimes you're going to want to like in some images that you create, maybe you'll want a couple different types of wording in there. And you'll just select whichever one you want. As you can see, they have a huge selection here. Let's go ahead and see if, okay. So we'll go ahead and use this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to upload my picture. So I'll just go to Uploads here, upload your own image. There we go. You'll see a progress bar right here. Once it's uploaded, it's just as easy as clicking on it, and there it comes right into the image. Now, in order to have space to write on this image, I'm going to need to resize it. And yes, I do know that there's stuff still in the background here, and we'll take care of that in a minute. But for now, we just need to resize this guy to make sure that we have enough space over here for our wording. The great thing about Canva is resizing is just as easy as pulling it up, pulling it back down, just working with it just a little bit. I want to be sure that the apple is still in there to the point that the readers know it's an apple and they're not like, hey, what the heck is that? And there we go. So now this is going to pop back in. We're going to keep this, but we will get rid of everything else. So we'll delete trash can, this wording right here, trash can, and you know, it takes just a little bit of time, but it gets easier as time goes on and you get more familiar with this system. Okay, so I like the way that this wording is, so I will just switch that around a bit, and I am going to go back and get my quote. So I will go to my desktop, and this week releases, whole food, and here's our challenge. All right, so I'm going to rename and copy. Now we can minimize this. We can go over here. This is going to look atrocious when you first do it, but I promise it will get better. And then you just paste it right in here. First thing we're going to do is make this smaller. Okay. Then we will just go ahead and edit this. We'll say, go on a 30-day paleo challenge. Eat this way. For the rest of your life. All right, perfect. So we want to make this a little bit easier to read, so we can squish it like this. And then we can just move it over here into this blank spot right here. And there you go. It's that easy. One other thing, another step that I will sometimes take is I will try to match the text to one of the colors that are over here. And what I do is I use a program called GIMP to do that, and they have a color picker on there, and it's just as easy as selecting the color, and then you can go over here and add the color, and then just put your color code in there. So pretty simple. I am not going to do that now because it's for two reasons. First of all, it's a little bit time consuming, and second of all, we do already have a GIMP walkthrough on the Use PLR website. So if you need assistance getting to it, just let me know. We'll get you taken care of. Let's see what that looks like. There you go. That looks pretty good. I like that. So now we will just download that. And then it's just as easy as copying it and pasting it where you want it to go. When you paste it, you're going to need to change the wording right here. So what I'll generally do is I will just rename the quote to what I want it to be. For the rest of your life. Okay, I'll hit enter, and then I will rename it again so that I can copy it. And paste. Wherever that stupid paste is. I'm sorry, rename and paste. And then we're going to put a final over here. There you go. That simple. And as you can see, the images don't really look much the same. I mean, it would be, if you weren't already familiar with this image, or if you saw these two images in a brochure or something, maybe it would be hard to tell that these are actually the same image. So, I mean, it's a really nice little program at Canva. So now we're going to move on to the second one. So we will go back to Canva. And I know this is time consuming, guys, but I really just want you to see exactly how it works. And I promise I'm trying to go through as quickly as I can. We're going to upload our images, select the second one. Let's see. Let's try that again. There's no reason I shouldn't have done that. Okay, well, apparently I'm going to have to check into that. So let's go ahead on over to the third one. I'm not really sure what's going on there. I don't want to. My tech issues are going to keep you guys here forever, so we'll go ahead and upload the third one. And once again, there's a status bar. And once it finishes uploading, all you have to do is click it, and it will bring it in. And then you just resize it so that it covers everything. We're going to make it a little bit, we're going to make it better than that, but okay, so we'll move that up a bit. The only real issue that thing that I'm not too crazy about with Canva is sometimes it can be a bit of a bear to resize things, but as you go through it, as you do it, it'll get much easier. For me, though, there are many times when I'm like, well, I really wish I could just resize this a little easier. The other thing that I'll sometimes do is I will move the quote onto the bottom here, and I will just resize the quote so that it fits nicely onto the bottom down here. And then I'll just go about my day. But because there's a lot of blank space in this, I don't want to do it that way. I want to have this up there. So we are going to keep working with this for just a second. If I had to choose, I would probably take the knife out. And then I will leave the greens in there. Move this guy down so that the wording isn't over top of the greens. I'm going to make that maybe a 64. And then we will go to our, let's see, now this code is just your Paleo Kitchen, and I think what we talked about was, since we want to make that theme 30 days, we will do your Paleo Kitchen in 30 days. Or we could even do get your Paleo Kitchen in 30 days. Or we can even say, "30 days to perfect Paleo Kitchen." That's a good one. All right, and then we can increase the size. Play with this just a little bit. I don't want the wording to go over top of the green. So there we go. I'll move it right down there. Turn this green so that it matches. Let's try that one first. Nope, that's not dark enough to really be seen. That looks good. Put it right down there. All right, so, and if you want to change the font, you can of course do that right over here. There's plenty of options over there. You can add filters to this. How do you do that? I don't really remember, but I know that there's a way to do it. I think it's over here. You can adjust the transparency, but here's the filters. You can also add filters so that you can kind of change the look of things. And as you're going through the filters, you can see what it's going to look like. So that's kind of nice. And I actually like this better. But so you can kind of go through there. And if you're like, well, geez, this image needs just something a little bit more, play with these filters and you may find something that really works for you. Let me see. There we go. Now I'm going to download that. We're almost done, guys. Hang tight. We're just going to do this, and then we're going to, I'm going to show you a trick to get this into Instagram. because some of you may remember we talked about Instagram and how they like to have mobile uploads. They're not fans of you moving things from one social media site over to Instagram. So let's see, or I'm sorry, uploading directly from your computer. That's what I meant to say. Go back over here, do a paste. And we'll rename this guy. And this way, if you ever, I always save the originals, not just for my clients, but also if I do things for myself. And the reason is that way you always have it to go back to. And that way you can change it at any time. Like if you decide this image doesn't suit you anymore, you don't have to dig around to find that original image. And there you go. It's just as easy as that. And if you look at these two images, you would never know that they are in fact the same image. So now what we'll do is I will show you where we go from here. I'm not actually going to do an upload today because I don't want to confuse my readers and this pack isn't ready to go yet. So just to show you, this is one that I made with Canva, the Understanding Paleo. I did it just the exact same way. This is a Pixabay Creative Commons graphics. We went over to Canva, we did this, and we uploaded it to Facebook. Now, once it's uploaded to Facebook, what I'll do is I'll go on my smartphone and I will navigate to my Facebook page and I will do a save as so that I can save just this picture. Then I will hover over this and I will copy the text, and then I'll go over to Instagram on my phone, and there will be an option for me to upload on my phone, and I will upload the image on my phone. And you can see there it is, perfect sizing. And this is a really great way to see like images made in Canva versus images that I try to I use Snagit or some other program to copy and try to upload. See how they're just not, they don't even look like they do on Facebook, I believe. So these are all, of course, Canva images, and they just come out perfectly. So again, this is Rachel Youngson from useplr.com and wholefoodplr.com. Thank you guys for hanging in with me today. I know that this was a really long video, a really long part of the challenge, but the good news is now that you're starting to make your images, we get to talk about all the fun things. So it's going to get easier from here on out. All right, guys, have a good one.